I'm not trying to target anybody, but I'm just trying to point some things out, because when I was Jehovah's Witness, we were told to help women like her learn how to clean their house, feed their kids and all those different things. This is what, as a religious person, they try to tell you to do. But we have a whole religious regime, and I keep going back to this because these people that are in power are out of touch with the American people as a whole and different segments of the population. And they want to force childbirth onto people like this woman herself. But I want you to see the house, and I want you to hear when she says that her dogs are peeing on the furniture and she got rid of the dogs. The dogs were not the problem, okay? Now, I had a senior dog. He had accidents. I was constantly cleaning up after him because he was a senior dog, okay? And he had problems getting up and walking, and I would actually have to lift him up, take him outside to go to the bathroom. Sometimes he couldn't stand. I'd have to hold him to pee, hold him to poop. He was almost, he was 15 years old, almost 16. This is my thing. Look at this kid in the corner of this. Before I even start the video, what kind of torment do you think it would be like for a child being raised like this? And I know that kids, they adapt because of their environment. But if you were nation building and you wanted to have good, strong families like these white supremacists claim they want, why would you put children in an environment like this? Look at the walls. Look at the bed sheet for a curtain, okay? And like I said, this video that I'm doing is not for that. It's not to degrade this woman or her children or her family. The whole point is that this is a whole environment. This is an environment of neglect for children. It damn sure sounded like an environment of neglect for the dogs. Who let the dogs out to go to the bathroom when they needed to go? So her solution is to put a camera up. I'm going to let you listen to this.
Hey, things are happening in the room that my husband sleeps in. Also, got rid of this chair and this chair because I recently put up cameras to see what my dogs were doing in here, and I caught them peeing on my chairs. They are gone. Thankfully, we haven't sat on them for a while, but they are out of here. I want my house back. I know a lot of you have been asking where my daughter sleeps.
Did you catch that? Now we see the house. The dogs are gone now. And she says she wants her house back. I have so much to say about that.
It's right here. My baby sleeps here and I sleep here. We are getting her own room. Sometimes she will sleep in this bed, but she's a mama's girl. And of course the kitchen looks like this. I know.
How's these people always married with kids? That's what I'm talking.
So, taking it back, you have a kitchen that if the children even wanted to eat, the food would not be safe to eat out of for the kids, okay? Let's go there. And she says, "Yeah, I know the kitchen." The disconnect is what I want to talk about too. You have a government system that wants to force women like her to have and birth children, okay? Ideally, they want so-called white children to be born. Here's a woman who has a child sitting in the mess of this house. There's no structure. There's no health and wealth. And I mean, I'm not talking about wealth as in, material possessions, but what I'm talking about is I know plenty of poor people who, even though they're poor, would keep their house clean, would make sure that things are safe, the environment was safe for their kids. But this right here is one of the problems in America with families. Yes, there's welfare. Well, now who knows what's going to happen under this administration? Okay. How miserable is it for children like that? How miserable was it for the pets? Listen, don't raise children in an environment like that. Don't raise children in an environment that is unsafe. The kitchen is unsafe. The kitchen is so dirty that it's unsafe to eat for the children. That's where I'm getting at with this. I know the woman probably suffers from depression and a lot of different things. I get that. But I get women who don't want to have children, and maybe they live like that, or men too, because look at the husband's bedroom. Did you see his bedroom? So there's clearly nobody in the house that has pride in their home, that want to clean their home and make a safe environment for their kids, okay? None of the adults in that house. It breaks my heart for kids. It breaks my heart for kids. It breaks my heart for pets, because you get a pet and then you get rid of the pet because the pet needs to be let out to be relieved. They can't open the door, or they can't go into the bathroom and go to the bathroom. I can only imagine what our bathrooms look like. They can't go open the door to go to the bathroom in a toilet. So they need to be let out. They need to be taken care of. However, the woman's solution for that is to just get rid of the dogs or the animals. And a lot of the animals are euthanized, and that I also have a problem with, is when you go and get pets like that, and then you don't know that a pet is just like a commitment for a child. You just can't walk off and leave them and let them willy-nilly fend for themselves. They can't do that. They need care just like a child does. Anyways, the environment, it's sad. Let me pull it back. The walls, the carpet. Anyways, not a good environment to raise children in. I'm just saying.